Hello, my name is Sandy Devlin, and I am going to be guiding you on how to get TEM certified with SmartAddresser 5 and Mail.dat. Today I am going to go over how to process a list through SmartAddresser 5, validate and upload it to the TEM environment, and get approved to do full service mailings with the United States Postal Service. To get started, you will need to do the following. These are our prerequisites for the test environment for mailers or the TEM certification. The first thing you need to have is SmartAddresser 5 version 5.6.00 or later installed. This version number can be seen in the top corner of the SmartAddresser 5 application window. The next item you need is to have a registered account with the United States Postal Service Business Gateway. You need to link your CRID and permit with the TEM environment. To do this, simply call Postal 1 at 800-522-9085. You will press option 3 and then option 6 and ask to have your CRID and permit linked with the TEM system. You need to have a valid mailer ID, and you need to download the TEM Mail.dat client. To do that, if you haven't already, you will need to go to gateway.usps.com. This is the business gateway. You're going to sign in with your username and password. Once you're signed in, you can look under your favorite services for the electronic data exchange. If it is not located under your favorites, simply go to Mailing Services, down to Electronic Data Exchange, click Go to Service. Under the Test Environment for Mailers, TEM, you're going to click Download Client Application Windows. This is a zip file. Once it's downloaded, you will need to extract it to your hard drive. Remember where you put it or where you have already put it if you've already downloaded it. We will need this folder later on in this walkthrough. For now, I'm going to minimize this. I'm going to go into SmartAddresser, and we're going to get started. The first thing in SmartAddresser you will need to do is open up our demo file. We're going to run a test list through the system. So to do this, we'll do the demo file. We're going to open it for the first time and say OK. You're going to select the input file. The demo file is located on the root of where you installed SmartAddresser in Program Files, DataTech, SmartAddresser 2020 5.0, the demo folder. The file name is demofile.csv. I'm going to click on that and click OK. Here we're going to do some options on the side. We're going to click Use Header. We're going to have Parse First selected because the first and last name are in the same field. And we're going to parse the city because the city, state, and zip are all in the same field. I'm going to select Optimize and Validate, and then I will click Import. It's asking me if I want to replace my already existing SmartAddresser demo file. Say yes if you have that message. Now I'm going to click Optimize. It just makes the validation process go faster. For NCOA link, I'm going to keep that unchecked. This is a test list. We don't need to NCOA link it. And once I'm ready, I'll click Validate. Now this list is going to get validated. Once your list is validated, we are going to then pre-sort the mail, which will create the mail.dat files. We will then upload that to the Postal 1 system for testing. Okay, the validation process is complete. We'll go to Sort and Pre-sort. In here, we're going to choose Standard Mail, Profit, Letter. We're going to choose the weight in ounces, 0.9 ounces. We're going to make sure the type is machinable. We want to make sure print barcodes and full service is selected. The pay type is imprint. The container setup, we can just leave default trays and the default settings for the minimum and maximum. Make sure pallets is unchecked, include non-zip +4 records is unchecked, and include carrier route level is unchecked. Your mail drop setup, this is a very important step in the mail.dat and the TEM environment settings. This has to be the zip code where your permit number is linked. It can't be any other zip code. This has to be where you're going to be dropping your mail is where your permit number was registered. So for me, it's this zip code. We're going to change the pre-sort folder name if you wish. I just put a full service test so it's easier to find. The job ID is also a very important part in the mail.dat system. When you upload a file to Postal One, it needs something to recognize that it is a unique file, and that is the job ID. If you have two lists with the same job ID and you try to upload the second list after the first one was already uploaded, you will get an error message that that job ID is already existing. For this, SmartAddresser has created a Create Unique button here. Once this is selected, every time you pre-sort a list, you will get a different job, a unique job ID. Once we're done, we're going to click the Intelligent Mail Setup. We're going to go to Standard Mail, and we're going to change this to your mailer ID. We're going to double-click on the little paper next to service type. It's going to bring up the list of your service types. In here, you want to choose 271 for the test. If you do different services, you can choose different service types. You want to make sure the word full is in the service type, however. Those are the service types for full service. If it does not have the word full, it means you're doing a basic IMB. So again, you want to just make sure it has the word full in there. And then say OK. You're going to say OK again and say yes to save your changes. Once we're done, we're going to pre-sort our mail. Okay. Your mail.dat files have been created. You can see them in your pre-sort folder. These are the mail.dat files. But they are not ready to be uploaded to Postal One right now. We need to add some information. We need to add your Intelligent Mail barcode fields for your labels, the Intelligent Mail tray tag codes, and there are certain items we need to add to the postage statement. To do those, you simply go through these three steps. So we're going to go to Print Tags. We're going to have Create PDF selected and Intelligent Mail barcode selected, and Print. Now your Intelligent Mail tray tags are information has been added to your mail.dat files. We're going to do labels next. Make sure Intelligent Mail is selected, and I just have Preview selected. Let's add in the barcodes, and then here's your barcode. And close that. And now we're going to go to Print Reports. You need to make sure Mailing Statement is selected and Create PDF and Print. Now this is your Mailing Statement setup screen. This is where you're going to add certain things. You'll notice an asterisk next to some fields. Those are the fields that are required for mail.dat. The mailer ID of the mail owner. Your CRID will go here. The eDoc sender CRID. This is going to be the CRID of who's uploading the file. So this will be the CRID you registered with the TEM environment. Going to need the mailing permit. This is your mailing permit that, again, you have linked to the CRID and to the TEM system. Your name, company name, telephone number, and email address. The move update method, we're going to select NCUA link. We're going to put in today's date, and once we're done, we'll click Continue. Now this information is being added to the mail.dat files. Now your mail.dat files are ready to be uploaded. To upload them, remember your pre-sort path, because we're going to need to migrate to this folder to upload the mail.dat file. So you can see it's in the Program Files, Data Text, SmartAddresser 2020 5.0 Demo, and then the name of what you named your pre-sort folder. So I'm going to go to my C drive, and this is the folder I created when I extracted that TEM program files. I just named it the same name as the zip. You're going to go to that wherever you extracted those files. and you're going to run the file run-mdclient.bat. Just double click on that. And it's going to open up the Postal One mail.dat client application for the TEM system. You're going to type in your USPS Business Gateway username and password. It is case sensitive for the username and the password, so you want to make sure you have the cases the same for the Business Gateway. Once you're signed in to the Postal One mail.dat client, you're going to click on Job Validation Upload, then Add Jobs. You're going to go to that directory that we just were looking at. It's your Program Files, Data Tech, Smart Addresser 2020 5.0, Demo, Full Service Test, if you named it that. If not, it's whatever you named your pre-sort folder. And select the maildat.hdr file and click Open. Going to click on Just Validate Jobs for now and click Validate. Your list is now being validated locally, making sure and click Validate. It's now validating your job locally, and it will say Validate Complete if there's no errors. Click View Details, and you can look at the information. You can see there's no action necessary, and all of these files were validated. When we're done, we're going to click Job Validation / Upload again, and click Add Jobs. We're going to choose the same file, but this time we're going to upload after validation, and click Validate and Upload. This is the license agreement with the TEM. Just click Accept. And now your jobs are getting validated locally like they were before, but now when the validation is done, they're getting uploaded to the mail.dat part of the TEM system. This process could take a couple seconds. It could take a couple minutes. It depends on how large your list is. Larger lists, of course, will take longer because it is not only validating them, it is also uploading them, each one, to the mail.dat part of the TEM system. Once they're done, you're going to see Upload Completed and View Details. We're going to click View Details again, and here's the list of the mail.dat files that were uploaded. And again, no action is necessary, and now your files are uploaded into the TEM environment on the USPS Business Gateway. So we're going to go there next. So we're going to go into our Business Gateway. I was already there because I was doing the TEM. I'm going to go home so I can show you where to go. You're going to go back to the Electronic Data Exchange. Again, you can click under your favorites or go to Mailing Services and Electronic Data Exchange. I'm going to come down under the test environment for mailers and go to TEM. This is just telling you that you're leaving the Business Customer Gateway and going to the test environment for mailers. I'm going to click OK. And here we're going to click on Dashboard. And we're going to put in today's date and do included all statement statuses. We're going to click Search. And here's the list we uploaded. You can click right on that job ID. Again, this is the job ID that was associated with your mailing. I'm going to click on that. Here we can look at the postage statement. This is the postage statement that will be submitted to your acceptance unit. It's going to have your information, mailing agent. This is all the information that you put into your postage statement setup in Smart Addresser. Under here, you're going to see your rates broken down in your pieces. This should match Smart Addresser's postage statement exactly, this part. Once you're complete, we're going to go back to the dashboard, and then we're going to look at the qualification report. Okay, this is your qualification report. It has your container numbers. This has your IMBs for your container trays. Your trays or your sacks will be there. what size the tray is, and this is the breakdown of your destination. Again, this should match Smart Addresser's qualification report data. It does look a little different, but it should have the same exact information in here, the same pieces and running totals. Once you're done validating this, we can go back to the dashboard, and you're completed the TEM test. What we recommend next is to check with the post office, the Postal One system, to make sure everything was validated correctly. To do that, you're going to send an email address to them, to postalone@usps.gov. We recommend just checking in to make sure that to confirm that they have received and validated your job for full service. You're going to make sure you put your company name in there, and then any other information you would like to convey. They will reply within about 24 hours letting you know that yes, they received your files and everything is fine. Just know that right now you are TEM certified. You've passed that process because you had no errors during your validation. This is just a reassurance that yes, they received it and everything is good. Once you're done and you're ready to go live, you need to download the live TEM environment. To do that, you're going to go back to the gateway. You're going to go back home to your main Business Customer Gateway. You're going to go to the Electronic Data Exchange again. But this time you're going to download the client application for Windows. This is the live system. It's the same files. It's still going to say you're going to do the run-md client.bat, but it's going to be the production version and not the TEM version. I just wanted to go over what the most common error was for your TEM upload. You might get an error that says the preparer permit is not properly linked to the user. No valid preparer permit found. This means that your CRID and your permit number were linked, but not linked into the test environment for mailer system. You can resolve this by calling Postal One Help Desk at 800-522-9085. You will press option 3 and then option 6. You're going to ask to please link our CRID and permit number to the test environment. Once this is complete, you re-upload, revalidate your list, and you'll get a complete message, and then you're ready to upload it. If you have any problems, questions, concerns about this, you can contact us. You can email us at support@smartsoftusa.com or call us at 800-578-8324. Thank you.